Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. D Oracle. I'm your favorite psychic medium and metaphysician. So today I'm going to be talking about 3 ways to help you improve your psychic sense, your connection to your psychic sense. The more you build on that connection, the stronger it becomes, and you start to trust your visions or your feelings, what you receive. You start to trust that, and you start to better learn to discern it. Now, one of the ways that you can do this, and this is the really, really hard way. So I'm going to tell you the really, really hard way first, and then I'm going to tell you 3 really, really easy ways, okay, to do this. Now, if you like the content of my channel, click on that thumbs up button and click on the subscribe button as well as the bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Now, one of the things that I started off doing was to watch crime shows like The First 48 or Forensic Files or something like that. And what you do is you watch that first part where they kind of show you what happened to the person. They may even include, small bits and details that they say, and, this led to us investigating her husband, okay? You can listen to that first little part. And after you listen to that, you want to stop the program, so press pause. Another way that you could do this is to listen to news stories of missing children, okay? So that you can use your psychic sense to predict what's going to happen. So when you're watching Forensic Files or The First 48 and you listen to that part and you stop it, you're doing the same thing. You're going to decide if, was it really her husband? Was someone else involved? Maybe come up with 5 questions that you could ask about the case, that you can pull that information up psychically, and then let the program continue to play out, and you can verify how accurate your psychic sense is with what is reported by the end of the show versus what you predicted. So that is one of the ways that it's kind of hard, because at the end of the day, you have to really actually predict something or answer some questions. And if you got those questions wrong, maybe you can see where you got it wrong by deciding what psychic sense that you're going to use to get the information. If you're going to use clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, if you're going to use claircognizance, okay, to get that information, to pick it up. Are you going to ask spirit for a picture? Are you going to ask for words? Are you going to ask for an instant knowing, or did you receive an instant knowing? Or did you feel things? What did you feel? Did you feel the way a person died? What they felt. Was your breathing erratic? Okay? So this is going to be one of the things that's going to be harder in these scenarios, because you need to actually decide which psychic sense you're going to use. And then you need to use that psychic sense. You need to record what you got. And then you need to verify or confirm your receipt of insight and information with, how the program plays out. If you do it with missing children, you have to watch for what happens to the child. Do they ever find the child? If they found the child alive, if they didn't find the child alive, where did they find the child at? Was it connected to somebody they knew or they didn't know? So You also got to come up with the questions that you're going to ask Spirit about this particular individual that's missing. It doesn't have to be just a missing child. It could be a missing person. So those are 2 ways to connect with your psychic sense, by using something that's already around you that you don't have to pay for, and that you can definitely use quite often, okay, to help not only verify or confirm accuracy, but also it just helps to build the strength of your psychic sense. So another thing that you can do, and this is one of the easier ways, okay, one of the ways that's not going to take much energy, but you can monitor the dial. What is the dial? I'm not really sure what the dial is, but I know that it's something that I've tagged my psychic sense into, and it has to do with the financial values, okay, of what's happening in the different markets, okay. So what I do is each day I predict what the dial is, or I ask Spirit to reveal to me what the dial is. Has the dial gone up or has the dial gone down? Then I Google it, the dial, and that gives me a chance to see how my psychic sense is working or how accurate that I am. Usually I ask for the dial clairvoyantly. So I'll see the squiggly line and it'll be either green or it'll be red, and I'll see the little arrow in my vision, which will be going up or it's going down. So that's a good way to psychically connect every single day and like test your psychic sense, okay, without giving readings to anyone. So the dial. The next way that you would connect to your psychic sense, which I kind of like this one, with the cards. And what you do is you're going to do the same thing as you would do asking for the dial, and you're going to predict the color of the card that is coming up. Is the color red or is the color black? And you get to see how accurate you are based on there's 52 cards in a deck. So how many did you get right? Did you get 30 right, or did you get 25 right? The only thing I hate about the cards is that I'm actually looking at the pile, so I feel like it has to be some sort of balance sometimes when I'm doing the cards. And if you try any of these ways, make sure you leave a comment for me in the comment section and let me know what your results were or how you felt doing the activity, and if you felt that it was somewhat helpful. With the cards, I'm really good, but I like to close my eyes, because if I start to see that one pile is bigger than the others, then just in my head, I feel like, okay, I have to make a balance. I have to get, at least half red, half black, and so I start to focus on that more than I'm focusing on connecting to my psychic sense. Sometimes I have to watch TV or do something else to divert my attention away, from looking at the pile, or I have to close my eyes. So that's where I watch those little shows that I just told you about you can do, and they come in as a really good side activity, to gauge my psychic sense. So that is the second easiest way. Just buy you a deck of cards from Dollar Tree and kind of practice it, 3 or 4 times a week. Another thing I do is I turn over a black 10 and a red 10 so that I can focus in on that, and then I just kind of look away from the pile or put it, somewhere else, just to the side or something, to where I'm not looking directly at it, okay? So let me know if you use this activity to connect with your psychic sense, how it works out for you. Like, what's the outcome? What did you observe or notice about how your mind works when you're doing something like this? Now, I also have another deck of cards, but they're just colors. So I think it's about 8 colors. There's like orange, blue, green, red. Just 8 different colors, and there's like, I guess they repeat about 3 or 4 times. So sometimes I use those cards, and I connect with the color. So I really use those for my clairsentience. And to do that, I just kind of get like an idea in my mind of how the color blue feels. Or an idea in my mind about how the color red feels, how the color green feels, or, I just gauge what that, kind of pull that up in my mind, like what that means to me. And sometimes I get a calendar, and I try to do my weekly predictions based on how a color feels to me. So I might predict Thursday as a blue day. A blue day to me is just kind of so-so. You might have a couple of emotional type moments, or you might feel really emotional on a blue day. A red day is different. A red day is more of anxiety, and it's kind of like, wait a minute, you need to stop and you need to regroup. Okay, so that's kind of like a red day for me. So that's another easy way to test your powers of precognition. That is the gift to predict the future. Okay. I've been able to do that really well with my clairvoyance. Like, somebody asks me something about the future, I'm able to see immediately. And so, yeah. So let me know in the comment section, again, if you want to connect to your psychic sense on a daily, basis, without having to like test it by looking at other people's lives or trying to predict things about other people, just keeping it solely specifically to yourself, but using some type of media, to help you. Let me know how it works out and how you're able to find that useful, or what it told you about your brain. Now, I try to be more to the point where you can admit if you're wrong, or you're able to take, the fact that you're wrong really good. Okay? You can't be afraid to be wrong when you're doing psychic stuff. Like, your confidence has to be really good. And you have to be able to trust in what spirit gives you. So this gives you an opportunity to do that on a more personal level, without bringing in anything from anyone else. And you can kind of just like keep it to yourself, but be honest with how accurate you are, because the point is to connect to your psychic sense daily. So it's kind of like you're going to the gym and you're working out, and you're trying to achieve that 6-pack, or you're trying to get yoked up. That's how your psychic sense is. Like, it'll work really good sometimes, but for it to work better, you've got to like work it out like you're in a gym, working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got to do that. And the more you do that, and the more you meditate, remember, 10 minutes of meditation a day, the stronger your psychic abilities are going to get. I am Dr. D Oracle, and thank you again for stopping by my channel. Love to hear from you in the comment section. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.